A high-security prison, heavily guarded, equipped with state-of-the-art surveillance, housing one of the most dangerous drug lords in history. Now imagine this same prison outsmarted by an audacious $10 million plan, culminating in an escape that left the world stunned. This is the story of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, a tale of poverty, ambition, cunning, and corruption. From his humble beginnings in the rugged mountains of Sinaloa, to his meteoric rise as the head of the world's most powerful drug cartel, El Chapo's life is a journey through the shadows of crime and power. Stay with us as we unravel the untold story of El Chapo, including his infamous $10 million escape and the legacy he left behind. Joaquin Archivaldo Guzman Loera was born on April 4th, 1957, in the remote mountainous village of La Tuna in Badiraguato, Sinaloa. His family lived in extreme poverty, in a home devoid of electricity, running water, or even proper roads. The son of Emilio Guzman Bustillos, a subsistence farmer with rumored ties to opium cultivation, Joaquin experienced firsthand the harsh realities of rural life in Mexico. Growing up, young Joaquin displayed an entrepreneurial streak, selling oranges and homemade candies to support his family. His early exposure to the drug trade came through his father, who allegedly grew opium poppies. By the time he was in his teens, Joaquin had already begun cultivating marijuana and participating in local drug trafficking activities. Life in the drug trade was dangerous, but for El Chapo, it was a path out of poverty. Even as a child, Guzman's tenacity stood out. Nicknamed El Chapo for his short stature, standing at just 5 feet 6 inches tall, he compensated for his size with an outsized ambition. Despite limited formal education, Guzman learned the intricacies of the drug trade from older, more experienced traffickers in the region. By his early 20s, he had established himself as a reliable figure in the local narcotics industry. In the late 1970s, Guzman's career took a significant turn when he joined forces with local traffickers tied to the Guadalajara Cartel, led by Miguel Ángel Félix Gallardo. Under Gallardo's mentorship, El Chapo honed his logistical and operational skills. Guzman's key innovation was his ability to move drugs across the US-Mexico border with unprecedented efficiency, often using underground tunnels and ingenious concealment methods. One of Guzman's early assignments involved coordinating massive drug shipments to the United States, working tirelessly to outmaneuver authorities. His dedication earned him Gallardo's trust and respect. However, Guzman's ruthlessness also became evident. He was known for punishing those who failed him, often with brutal consequences. The arrest of Miguel Ángel Félix Gallardo in 1989 created a power vacuum within the Guadalajara cartel. Guzman saw this as an opportunity to establish his own organization. Along with other key players, he co-founded the Sinaloa Cartel, which would soon become one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world. Under Guzman's leadership, the Sinaloa Cartel revolutionized the drug trade. The cartel's operations expanded globally, smuggling cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and marijuana into the United States and beyond. Guzman's ability to forge alliances with Colombian suppliers ensured a steady flow of cocaine, while his distribution networks in the US guaranteed massive profits. One of the cartel's most significant advantages was its use of tunnels. These underground passages, some stretching for miles, were equipped with lighting, ventilation, and rails, allowing the cartel to transport drugs undetected. Guzman's ingenuity and willingness to adapt to new challenges solidified his reputation as a master strategist. As Guzman's power grew, so did the pressure from law enforcement. In 1993, he narrowly survived an assassination attempt at Guadalajara International Airport, an ambush intended to eliminate him, but instead resulting in the death of Cardinal Juan Jesus Posadas Ocampo. The high-profile killing drew international attention and intensified efforts to capture Guzman. Later that year, Guzman was arrested in Guatemala and extradited to Mexico. Sentenced to 20 years in Puente Grande, a maximum security prison, El Chapo quickly turned his incarceration into an extension of his empire. Through a combination of bribes and intimidation, he continued running the Sinaloa Cartel from his cell, proving that not even prison could contain him. In 2001, Guzman orchestrated his first escape from Puente Grande. With the help of corrupt guards, he hid in a laundry cart and was wheeled out of the prison. The escape embarrassed the Mexican government and cemented Guzman's reputation as a folk hero among some segments of the Mexican population. Following his escape, Guzman resumed control of the Sinaloa Cartel, which had only grown stronger during his incarceration. The cartel expanded its operations to Europe, Asia, and Africa, making billions of dollars annually. Guzman's ruthless tactics ensured loyalty among his subordinates, while his generosity toward local communities earned him a Robin Hood-like image. Guzman's influence extended beyond the drug trade. He bribed politicians, police officers, and military officials, ensuring that the cartel operated with near impunity. His ability to evade capture for over a decade frustrated law enforcement agencies worldwide. By 2014, Guzman had been captured again and placed in Altiplano, Mexico's most secure prison. Authorities were confident that this time he wouldn't escape, but Guzman had other plans. His second escape would be even more elaborate and costly than the first. Over several months, a team of engineers dug a mile-long tunnel from a house near the prison to Guzman's cell. The tunnel was equipped with lighting, ventilation, and a motorcycle mounted on rails to speed up his escape. On July 11th, 2015, Guzman slipped through a hole in the shower floor of his cell and disappeared into the tunnel. The escape, which reportedly cost $10 million, was a masterpiece of planning and execution. It highlighted the extent of Guzman's resources and the corruption within Mexico's prison system. The incident made international headlines and embarrassed the Mexican government once again. Following his escape, Guzman became the subject of an intensive manhunt. Mexican authorities, working closely with the DEA and other international agencies, tracked his movements using advanced surveillance techniques. In January 2016, Guzman was captured in a dramatic raid on a safe house in Los Mochis, Sinaloa. The operation involved a shootout between Guzman's security team and Mexican Marines. This time, there would be no escape. In 2017, Guzman was extradited to the United States, where he faced charges ranging from drug trafficking to murder. El Chapo's trial in 2019 was one of the most sensational criminal cases in U.S. history. Witnesses described his brutal tactics, immense wealth, and sprawling criminal empire. The trial ended with a guilty verdict, and Guzman was sentenced to life in prison plus 30 years. Today, Guzman is held in ADX Florence, a supermax prison in Colorado. His story remains a symbol of the challenges in combating global drug trafficking. While his capture marked a significant victory, the Sinaloa Cartel continues to operate, raising questions about the effectiveness of the war on drugs. El Chapo's life is a cautionary tale of ambition, ingenuity, and the devastating consequences of a life of crime. His $10 million escape is a testament to his audacity, but it also underscores the systemic issues that allowed him to thrive. As we reflect on his story, one question remains: can the cycle of corruption and violence ever truly be broken? The saga of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is far from just a story of escapes and empire building. It is a reflection of the deeper issues that plague our society. As we end this journey into his life, I leave you with this thought: what will it take to dismantle the systems that allowed El Chapo to rise? Perhaps his legacy is not just a story of crime, but a call to action for a better future.